Yo, what is up, everybody? This is Cushion Tech here, and today I am gonna be talking to you about why you should not take two math classes at the same time during college. And I have taken two math classes at the same time during college, and I regret doing it so much for many reasons. And my GPA fell, too much studying. Math was the hardest subjects I had. Math was the hardest subjects I passed, and I've tended to focus on only one math class over the other, and I ended up getting an A in that math class and ended up barely passing the second math class, which I took discrete math, let's see, and got an A in it, while I took calculus 2 and got a C in it, and because of that, my entire GPA tanked because of my calculus 2 grade. And let's see, my tips is only take one math a semester so you can focus and put all your studying and focus on that math, and you don't have to worry about other math classes or your GPA tanking and all that. So, all right, and let's begin. Math classes in college required the most studying because math classes, let's see, all their exams are closed note regardless whether or not, and you cannot use a cheat sheet or any calculator on an exam, so which means you'll have to study hard and continue to practice problems again and again. And if you take two maths at the same time, you're gonna have to study for both those classes, which will not, on top of which will take away your sleeping time, which will take away your extracurricular time, which will take away your, let's see, others class study time, and which, as a result, your GPA could fall because the material and the material in all the math classes are very hard, and they require so much studying time, and they require so much studying time, and that you need to study very hard for an exam. You need to study very hard for one math class. I only studied for one math class that year because it was a different new type of math. Discrete math was a new type of math that I'd never learned before. I was familiar with calculus though, but not discrete math, so I decided to focus more on that, and I ended up, let's see, bombing my Calc 2 exams due to too much studying, and too much studying can lead to too much stress, too much depression, too much anxiety, and it can lead to poor long-term health problems such as strokes. It can lead to strokes, heart attacks, blood pressure, and all that. So I recommend only taking one math class a semester, so you can only put all your studying time to that class instead of the two other classes. The tests are a huge for a math class, are a really huge percentage of your grade. Like, for instance, if you're taking calculus 2, let's see, 20% of your grade comes from from each exam, and there are a total of 3 exams, which is 60% of your grade, and the final exam, which is 30%, which is 30% of your grade, which makes it 90, while homework is 5% of your grade, and quizzes are 5% of your grade. So you have to put too much studying time to you're gonna have to put too much study. You're gonna have to pass. You're gonna have to do good on all your exams. If you mess up on even a single one exam, you're done for. The best you can probably get is a D. That's it. If you mess up on one exam, And for some majors, they don't they require you to have like a C or higher to pass. But for my major, you can get a D or higher to pass. But you need to keep your GPA above a 2.0 in order to graduate. And I highly recommend just aim for the A. Don't try to aim for passing, because if you aim for passing, you'll end up getting a D or an F. I tried doing that, and I almost failed the class, but I decided to study hard and ended up barely like passing Calc 2. Math concepts are like one of the hardest, are like really hard and difficult to understand and grasp quickly. It will take you like at least a very long time to understand the math concepts, because like math not only requires logic, it also requires critical thinking, and it also requires so many you have to be like good with numbers, and if you're not good with numbers, then you can't do it. And math classes tend to be like let's see, concepts are like really hard. You can't and it's hard for you to grasp, and like it's hard to understand, because my friend, she has a twin sister who's taking business calculus, and she said that her twin sister's struggling in that class, and she has to help her with business calc. And like if you're ever struggling with like with calculus and all, not go to supplemental instruction if your school offers that, or office hours, or tutoring. One of the three options to do, because and math, let's see, not only requires too many studying, though math concepts are hard, because like let's see, like calculus, especially calculus concepts are like really hard and difficult to grasp and understand quickly. You're gonna have to put too many study habits and time into it. Math classes have so much homework a week. They give out homework almost like every day. There are like at least four homework assignments a week, and you only have like 1 or 2 days to finish it or do all that. But the good thing about math classes is that the homework is only like 5% of you, is like only like 5% of your grade. The math, you don't have to like, let's see, you don't have to write the paper. You don't have to like turn in the written work on paper. You can just plug in the answers onto the computer website, and they'll give you full points for it. Unlike in high school, where you have to, let's see, like give like written paperwork to them, while in college you do not have to do it. And math classes require have so much homework, and that it will take your studying time away, and your extracurricular and your free time away. So let's see, highly recommend taking away one math class, so you'll have less homework that semester. And like let's see, you need to like and like let's see, and you'll have more studying time. Homework, let's see, just try your best to solve it on your own without any notes, and if you have still trouble doing it, then you can search up and calculate it with a calculator or not. Your GPA could fall if you take 2 math classes a semester, because I know a lot of people who took 2 math classes a semester, and they ended up, let's see, having their GPA tank and fall that semester. Like me, for instance, I got an A in my one math class, and my other math class I got a C, which caused my GPA to fall and tank. And a lot of people who took 2 math classes a semester, it was too much work for them, and too much studying, and too much everything, and they ended up having their GPAs fall and tank. They had GPAs fall and tank because of that, and because of your GPA falling and tanking, like it can like lower your chances of graduating and all that, because like if you less studying can cause your grade to go down, and and like less studying for other classes and more studying for math could cause your grades to go down for your other classes, and if your grades go down, your GPA falls and tanks. Math classes have the lowest pass rates, and like almost every kid who like fails will fail who has failed at least one class in college was their math class. For instance, I know people who failed Calc 1 and then they had to retake it again. I know people who failed Calc 2 and had to retake it again. I know people who failed Math 170B, like linear algebra, and they had to retake it again. I know people who failed pre-calc and had to retake it again. I know people who failed let's see, many different math classes, and they had to like retake the math classes all again. Like, let's see, I'd say the hardest, the most failed class in the entire undergrad is probably Calc 2, because like Calc 2 has like so many word problems and all that, and that word problems are very